Whoa, guys. Uh, there might be a few more than 10 watching this time. I honestly posted my walkaway story with the hopes of reaching a few people that I've known for many years. I'm not going to get into details. I don't want to out anybody. A few of you have asked about my liberal background. I was born in California. I moved to the DC area when I was 11. Since then, I have grown up with people who have since become very militant, almost scary liberals or leftists, whatever you want to call them. But I do know people who are in Antifa. I do know people who are in the Black Bloc. I do know people who have actually founded their own militia type groups. These are friends that I used to party with and love very much, but I see them advocating for violence on a very regular basis, and that is so sad to me. So my hope was I was going to reach maybe a few of those people all at once and sort of come out to them. And there was also the hope that the people I've known in my past, that I've alienated, that they would see it and that they would sort of understand where I was coming from and see that I don't want to be that person anymore. To be honest, when I noticed that it started to go viral, I really thought about taking it down. The comments, though, that you guys made, the support that you've shown me, I had to keep it up, and I am loving some of the discussions that we're having, most of the discussions that we're having, even those of you that disagree, doing it respectfully, doing it in a communal way so that we can all have a discussion together. I am so all about that. Please comment. Please talk. That's what these, I guess, are going to be for. I never thought about doing stuff like this. I posted a one-off message. I thought was going to be a one-off message, and because of the response that I'm getting, I feel compelled to keep, I guess, going forward. Maybe it's because, in my real life, I am a crisis hotline counselor, and I do have a genuine want to help people. And if this is a way that's helping people, if this is a way to help you guys process what's going on, heal from what's going on, I'm there for it, and I'll keep being there for it until you guys are tired of me. I guess I don't. This is all really weird. It's very surreal. Once the abusive sort of comments started to come in, I really wasn't that fazed by it. I thought I would be more overwhelmed, but I think maybe it's from the few years that I spent as a journalist. I used to write about television, and fans can get pretty heated. So I'm used to having strangers online insult me. for lack of a better way to put it. So that didn't bother me. What really kind of caught me off guard were the friends of mine that I didn't expect to react as viscerally as they did, and having those people also lob on to everyone else saying I'm brainwashed, or I'm being manipulated, or I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll concede the last part. I don't often really always know what I'm talking about, but some of these claims are pretty funny. I think my favorite one is that I'm a paid actor by the alt-right. I think that was probably the funniest one. The fact that it's just unheard of that a Bernie supporter may not, feel the same way anymore. So I would just say to all of you that if you're going to embark on this journey, what I've learned is thicken that already thick skin. Get ready. You're going to be called names by people who you never ever thought would call you names. And that is probably the most hurtful part about this whole thing. The other thing, and what I'm gonna close on, because I don't want to take up a lot of everybody's time, but the thing that struck me the most in the responses to my video were all of you guys who have been separated from your family. That is the most heartbreaking, difficult thing to read, and it's not just liberals or former liberals who are being pushed out by more liberal friends and family. There's also a lot of conservatives out there who are being ostracized from their loved ones. And I can tell you, if you're one of those people like me who have made it a point to shun those that don't think the same way that you do, I am learning from all of you how much you're hurting and how much you miss them and how much you wish that we could all just return to civil discussions and healthy disagreements. So I'd love to use this space to continue this conversation. I'm here to talk with you guys and answer any questions. To end this on a somewhat, on a positive note, I'll say as an update that my mother has not seen the video. I don't think she's going to ever watch it, and that's okay. The only thing she's really said to me or responded with was to send me that same stupid article that's going around about how this is all at the hands of the Russians and that crap. It's fine, whatever. But on a happier note, if you happen to read my posts, I talked about this the other day. Okay. I ostracized my older brother really bad, for 10, 20 years, I've argued with him about his beliefs. I've given him a hard time about his beliefs, and it had gotten so bad that yesterday when I checked my messages, I noticed that the last time that I personally reached out to him, you know, not on like a family group chat, was last Thanksgiving. So after I made my video, it really made me think about how much I did this in my own life, and seeing all of your testimonials and hearing how painful that was for all of you. It really, really made me think about how I've treated him. So, I'm really happy to say that we got back in touch with each other. We followed each other again on Twitter, because we'd unfollowed each other a long time ago. I want to share with you guys, because you've all been so wonderful in sharing with me. But here we are. This is us, maybe like a month after the birth of his first son, and this little nugget right here is 17 now. He turned 17 this year, and I haven't seen him in 6 years. And I have nieces and nephews I haven't seen in 6 years. I have 2 nieces that I have never met. I've never held them. I've never heard the sound of their voices. And that was a direct result of my actions and my behavior. And sorry. I'm such a crybaby, sorry. It was a direct result of my actions that has caused me to lose so much time with my family. So I will leave you with just the appeal that if you're watching this and this makes you think in any way about the state of your own family, and if there's anyone that you've lost touch with because of this incredibly divisive political climate that we live in right now, if it's in your heart to forgive them, if it's in your heart to try and open that channel again, I implore you to do so. I think my brother and I are gonna be okay. And if I gain my brother back and piss my mom off a little bit, it's an alright trade. So I would just tell all of you before I go to just stay strong and keep your wits about you. Don't let yourself get heated. Don't rise to their bait. We're going to win this campaign. We're going to forward this campaign by continuing to be civil and continuing to be kind. So thank you everyone for all of your responses, and I really appreciate it.